Okay, looks like we're live. This critical time for us small content internet, for us small content YouTube creators stepping up to the plate. I had just read an article where CISCO last year predicted that by 2020, 80% of all internet traffic will be made, consumers will be purchasing products over the internet by 80%. No, that's CISCO.com. That's CISCO. Again, CISCO, Cisco.com. I'll put it in the description. You always want to check the description. That's important to do. You'll get more. You get a heads up. It's kind of like reading the preface to a book. For those of you that know about and understand all that, but for those of you that aren't familiar, you wanna click that little upside down triangle in the right hand corner, right below the video, and you'll get a drop down, and you'll have the description. Will tell you an outline basically of the video that's being made. And if there's nothing there, then you'll see there's really not much there. But you always want to check that. Kind of do that first, because you'll find a lot more information for those of us that are doing that and know to do that. So you can check out the details of it. That gives you the percentages of the different aspects of it. And so we're in exciting times, and that gives me a little insight to what's happening here with YouTube. 2020, 80% of all purchases for product and services. They're saying over 80%. I think they're stretching it. So I'm just saying 80. I'm playing it safe here with those numbers. They always want to round up, So at any rate, that's huge. That's huge. And if that's true, then we're in a good place, and YouTube is in a great place. So there you have it. There's some details that you can personally do your own research with that. Cisco's a research company. For those of you that don't know, they also do training. So CISCO.com. It's CISCO. All right, moving on. I have a couple of people here I'm wanting to bring to the table. Excuse my hands in the way. I'm wanting to bring here to the table that need subscribers. We all need subscribers. Chad Cole. He has reached his 1,000 mark. Who knows? Maybe today he's reached over 1,000, but he reached his mark. He needed 28 subscribers. Good going, guys. Good going, YouTubers. Good going, small content creators. We did it. We did it. This is working. I've gained subscribers. I'm jazzed. I am jazzed. What's happened in this last few days, about a week now, is great. We need to keep pushing it. We need to keep doing this. And like I've been saying, let's not just be a dead subscriber. Let's be an active participant, and let's stay connected. Let's it's like, why aren't people leaving comments in the comments. Well, maybe up to this point, you're not really interacting. Just making a brief little comment because you're in a hurry and you're trying to get things done, and you're not really building any kind of a relationship with the YouTuber or another content creator that's left a message. So, you might want to revisit that and give that some thought, because it needs to be personal. We're not robots sitting around going through the the process of how what we're created, designed how to function. If I can talk right here. Once again, I've been up all night. I'm very tired. I've been trying to take care of other things and get to stuff I haven't had a chance to do here within my channel, doing the back office stuff. So obviously I've been up all night, but this is okay. We got to take charge, and it's time to step up to the plate and do what we got to do here. And I'm in a position where I'm able to do that. Not everybody can. So for now, it's all good. So remember, not only united we stand, together we stand. So Chad Cole has his 1,000 subscribers. So I'm real excited and happy for him. And Chad Cole, probably like a lot of people, if I can share this, I think I can. He wasn't aware of what was happening. He's busy taking care of his business and doing what he's got to do. And YouTube page, is something that he worked and stayed on top of. And he had almost 1,000, but still, he had no clue. He would have lost it. And that's my whole point in bringing this up. He would have lost everything he's worked hard to gain. And holy smokes, if I would have been him, I would have been one angry, frustrated individual. So that's why I'm happy for him, Then there's Beyond the Game. Beyond the Game. He only needed 8, but still 8 subscribers. That could take a long time to get. And we're doing it. We're pulling together, and we're stepping up to the plate. And let's continue. Now let me read this here. I have Martin Lager. He has a handicapped child, and he's got a very interesting show. I don't know. It's not Down syndrome. I am sorry. I should have wrote it down. But he has a handicapped child. Has a very interesting show. He's a dedicated father, and he needs the subscribers. Go to him. Tell him, that you subscribed. You like this page. Watch a video or two. Have something solid to say, and keep it real. Do that, and he'll subscribe to you. That we're doing this, guys, girls, America. It's happening. This is great. And now his name is spelt Mrain. I'm sorry. I am tired and I'm not doing this well. Let's start over. That's Martin. 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 Then the last name, I think I probably really screwed that up when I pronounced it. It's spelt Legare. Legare. And he has this handicapped child that he's stepping up to the plate for his child. I mean, you gotta hand it to him. That's tough. I don't even know what that would be like. So anyways, that's Martin. And then there is iPon. I brought iPon up 70 the other day. Go to him, tell him, let him know that you have subscribed and liked, and talk to him. Look at his content. Uh, find something solid to say. Then we've got Big Dog Leather. It's BIGGDOGG Leather, LATHER, LATHER. Big Dog Leather. All right, keep it going. Keep this going. We have Spincraft. Now, Spincraft is a friend of mine, and he does advertising. And if you're interested, if you need some advertising, know somebody that needs some advertising done, give him a shot. Go to his comments. He'll give you a fair price, and talk to him. But again, that's Spincraft. All right. And then we have Art Geek Design. She has animation that she's working with. She's also going to be teaching this Saturday. I believe she said on shading. She's going to teach some basic shading techniques. And if you know anything about art, shading makes a huge difference in how your artwork actually turns out. It adds a lot to the overall picture. So this is good to know. And if you know it, then maybe you can learn something or share on her channel while you're there. Nonetheless, check her out. Again, that's Art Geek, GEEK, Art Geek Design. Is there anybody else I'm leaving out? Yes. Learning to Survive. Good guy. He breaks down these survivor kits and shows you what's in there so that you're familiar. And you know what to expect. He explains. So get a hold of Learning to Survive. Good stuff. So these people all need it. Many of us need it. I'm going around and doing just clicking, subscribing, and telling them I've subscribed. So, and I'm talking to people. I'm telling them what I'm doing, far as this platform that I have, this page. I call it a platform. What I'm referring to is a group of us getting together, and that's for anyone. And we're going to share our hobbies, our interests, our ideas. And that way we can brainstorm it and think about it and get input on it and develop this foundation of oh boy. Networking, I'm sorry. This platform of networking. I don't really care for the word group. Group to me sounds flaky. I'm sorry. It just does. A platform, like a stage, I'm thinking more like a platform if you go to a convention, the men up there on that stage, the women up on that stage, they are serious and they're of the same mind, and they're focused, and they're presenting this information to these people that need the information. And that's why I like the term platform, not group. And maybe it'll change. maybe it'll change to group, to remove group to platform for business type groups. Um, and it will be understood as, if you're talking about a group, you're talking about a stage, a platform, and then a platform, social media platform is a electronic platform, you know? Maybe we'll have that distinction here in the near future. Um, so, anyways, that's my perception on it. What do you think about that? What's your take on my thought there with that? I this is how it changes. You know, you get a bunch of people agreeing on the same thing, going, "Yeah, you know, that's right. Yeah, you know," and it changes, and we just make that paradigm shift to platform groups no longer used. So, for what it's worth, I think it's worth. I think it's worth changing. So, I'm building this platform. I have a Facebook page called, same as my YouTube name, is Easy, EASYTO, tips and tricks, etc., etc. Um, I want it to be diverse, and I want it to no one being restricted. If you're serious about your channel and you really want to move forward with your channel, this environment will be a platform where we're making new friends, where we are brainstorming, and we are developing our channels. So that's what it's about. And come, you know, come one, come all. And so that's what that makes a difference, you know. So that's what I'm talking about. And there's more. I'm just tired at the moment. I've said more. I've said it before in my last few videos about where I'm coming from, and so that's what I'm referring to. Is that and there needs to be more. Um, oh, who is this? I almost forgot. I am sorry. We have, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. He's got a professional, top notch, high end channel where it's show cars and motorcycles. And he's at these events and he's showcasing these cars. And he has 500. Let's help him get his 1,000. I mean, what a crying shame. He's been at this for a while and he only has 500 subscribers. Now, his last name is spelled SAMEAUTE. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. One more time. His channel name is SAMEAUTE. Check him out if you're into old cars and motorcycles and hot rods, and that's the channel. You know, and even if you don't subscribe, you know, let's make new friends here. Let's build our platforms, our channels, and let's make this happen. America, we can do this, and we're doing it. We just can't get comfortable right now. We cannot allow ourselves to get comfortable. We have to stay on the move here. We have to stay on the move with this. Now, moving forward is those of us that don't reach our 1,000, but we look how many you've gained in this last week. And by the 20th, how many will you have? You know, I'm very excited. You know, I'm glad. in this sense. So let's use it to our advantage. Um, and let's up the game. And stepping up to the plate today, I'm actually referring to what can you do with your channel to make it better? What can you do? Are you just kind of hitting a wall and you've been doing this a while and you're in that you just right now you're in that place where you just can't seem to think outside the box and you're just kind of stuck with what you're doing and you're thinking, oh, it's okay. Well, this is where the think tank comes in. I'm talking about the brainstorming and sharing your ideas, sharing your interests, uh, that kind of thing. So we got to take action, because if we don't take action, nothing happens. Those of us that take action, and if you don't know how to take action, you start getting books on it. You start listening to YouTube videos on it. That wasn't available in the past, Um, and there's so much in our fingertips that is so valuable for personal growth. But a lot of times you don't look at YouTube that way. But there's information out there, very, very valuable information. So anyways, stepping up to the plate, what can you do to make your channel better? Well, let me throw out some ideas. I've been watching some YouTube channels and these guys. I was watching a guy today, I subscribed to him. He's talking about, oh, now I can't think of it. He's being very technical and he's using technical terms. At any rate, hypotenuse. And these different terms. And I'm looking at this going, I would have to take those words and look them up in Google to truly understand exactly what he's talking about when it comes to these angles and putting a roof together. And so how could he improve his channel? How could he improve his base and get a bigger base to his channel? He's going into great lengthy detail of how to do this, but everything he's saying, he's speaking to people on a university level in general in the terminology he's using. Now he's teaching really well, but when it comes to the words, his choice of words, perpendicular. How many people are familiar with that word, perpendicular? That's a simple one. That's just for example. Now he's using words like I said that I would have to go to Google. So my point is this: if he was to tell his audience, he's going to break it down. Well, he wants them to really learn. So he has the word spelt, because you have to know how to spell it to start with. And carpenters, a lot of carpenters, or should I say a lot of us carpenters, we're not all that educated in general. There is those that are, but there's a large majority of carpenters that are not. And you're a hands-on kind of guy. And so you don't know how to spell these words. So using that as an example, if he had a card written, I don't need this. If he had a card written out with the name spelled on the card, where it was big letters, clearly seen, and he's using the words, and he tells them at the beginning of his video, to have note paper, pad, and write down, and then after this, look these words up. How much bigger would he grow his channel? Instead of guys coming on there going, "Oh yeah, this sounds pretty good, but he's speaking French." I see the diagram, but he's speaking French or German or, you know, uh, Greek. But point being, if he set it up where he's got the word spelled, if the audience can see the spelling of it, and then he instructs the audience to Google those words or pull out a dictionary and look the words up, he would be educating and he would be reaching to the guy that doesn't have the ability to know how to spell it to learn about it. So, this is what I'm saying. And if he has it spelled out and they write it down, even if you use a voice activation, you don't have to know how to spell it. But what if you forget the word? The word's not in front of you to remember to speak. So he would get a bigger fan base. He'd get a bigger subscriber base if he did that. That's one example. Now, what if I have a show and I've got an airplane and how many people would be interested in having a YouTube channel from the air, On occasion, it'd be something special. What if, a guy does these half-hour, 45-minute videos, hour videos, and he's just, it gets kind of dry. And he's trying, But what if he broke it down into maybe 10-minute increments a day? That would be, and then put it all together. It would be better content, and he would gain more subscribers because it would be more interesting. What if you create a storyline and you kind of set yourself up with your own storyline if you're going to film like that, There's this process and the things that you're doing, and it leads up to, whatever it is. So you keep people interested and on edge for what's coming next. Little things. This is what I mean. What can you do to improve your channel or to improve your game? Stepping up to the plate. If you play baseball and you get up to that plate, you are in the limelight. You got to perform. And so you're at the plate. You're up to bat. It's 2 outs, 4th inning, 2 strikes. What are you gonna do? We got to ride this wave. It's time to perform. Showboat, not showboat. I don't like that term, but I'm saying step up to the plate. Take time to up the game and take the channel more serious and keep it interesting. So on that note, I guess that's about it for now. Let's keep doing this, America. Let's keep doing this, content creators. We can do this. You can see here that with what I've shared, and you can go to their site, like I said, and read up on it. We're in a good space. We're in a very good place, and you want to share valuable content, and I'm doing my best at the moment. But we can't relax. We got to work it. Even if you come on here for 15 minutes, and you spend 15 minutes on your page, you're taking action. If that's all it is, little by little, baby steps, you're moving forward. I remember one time I was a teenager and I had like 2 tons of dirt to throw down in this hole. And as a kid, not understanding, I'm thinking, how am I going to take this little bitty shovel and move all that dirt into that hole. I was overwhelmed. I was like 18 years old going, we should have a bulldozer over here. Not me and a shovel. But I lacked experience and understanding. Every day I showed up. All day I shoveled that dirt into that hole. And about 3 days later, I really saw I put a dent in this pile of dirt. And it taught me something, obviously. So, baby steps. You got to take action. You know, you got to take action. Little steps, even if that's all it is. Now, taking action. Do you really want to improve your YouTube channel? You want to take your channel to another level. And I'm not talking about creating better content for your video, for your channel. I'm going to put in the descriptions some links so that you can get a internet page. You can get a, wow, I am getting tired. You can get a webpage, oh, I'm brain dead. Wow, this is frustrating. You can have your own website. I am so sorry. You can have your own website for like $2-3, $10. I'm going to put some links in there for that and how to set it up. But again, it takes action. And if there's a learning curve, then you do what it takes to learn how to do it. There's a lot of information. You can YouTube it nowadays. So I'm going to put these links in there, and it's at a discount rate. Robert Blake. It's from Robert Blake. You're going to use his discounts. He'll get the benefit from it. And look, if you also want to gain some knowledge with what you're doing here on YouTube or any platform, internet platform, Robert Blake has a wealth of information. If he mentions somebody's name, you better write it down. You need to Google it. Listen closely to what he says. Listen closely. You will be amazed at what you learn. Robert Blake. All right. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you go to Robert Blake's page. Let me know if he was any help to you. If he didn't give you more information in one video than you could retain. Do you have an old school recorder? You might want to record him and listen to him. Just as if you were at a seminar and you were buying videos afterwards. If he's on a recorder, my dad always said there's no way like the old way. You can kick back and close, and sit there and just listen to it. You don't have to turn on the internet. You don't have to go sit in front of a computer. Robert Blake, like that guy. I would really like to talk to him, I don't see that happening, but it could, I guess. Anything's possible. And he's learned. The guy's young. When I say young, he's not 60, 70, 80 years old. He's not 20 either. So he's got some life experiences underneath him. And he's been at this now for quite a while. He's been here for quite some time. And like I said, the man speaks. A wealth of information just pours out. So it's like you can't contain what he says in watching his video one time. So that's why I suggest get you an old school tape recorder and record it. As far as I know, that's okay. I don't know nothing really about any of these rules. I know about plagiarism, but I mean, I don't know about it, but I recognize you got to mention someone's name. But at any rate, I'm just trying to offer some solution here and make it easier. You know, just make it that much easier for you. All right. Well, I'm going to sign out. I'm going to get some rest so I can keep pushing. And America, united, we stand. And let's stay together. What I'm saying is, let's stay connected. Let's interact. You know, and it's happening. It's beginning to happen. Definitely so. I've connected with a few guys and connecting with some more, and it's happening. So let's take advantage of what YouTube's doing. Let's We're starting to make lemonade. Let's make lemonade. Let's just not make a glass of lemonade. Let's make a flippin' river of lemonade. You know, let's take this. Let's take this so it benefits us and our lives, like it would have never otherwise. Benefit our lives like it never would have otherwise. So let's make this work for us. You know. So all right. Well, take care. God bless. Keep looking up and never give up, because there's always a way. I just listened to a video by Donald Trump. Just listened to it this morning before I started the video. And Donald Trump was talking about taking action and never giving up. And it takes people that take action to make things happen. If you don't know how, learn how. It's a learning curve, and life's all about learning, and life is a challenge. And if life wasn't a challenge, think about how boring it would be. Now, I've been saying this for a long time. Where does that come from? I haven't given up. And like anybody else, I've had my ups, and I have smashed my head on the ground from 1,000 feet, so it seemed. But you don't give up. You regroup and you push forward. So let's team up and let's do this. So I'm signing out. I'm shutting up. So don't give up, and have a great day, and subscribe. Let people know you subscribed, and make new friends, and let's develop this so we can take this to the next level. I see this going to a bigger, better place that we have no comprehension of in the near future. Bye for now. See you on the next one.